I was living in a beautiful castle. I had built it through my hard work all through the years. That castle was so beautiful. It was full of luxuries. It was full of everything that I could dream of. I was in my dream world. And then one day what happens? The castle is taken away. This was 2015 when my wife woke me up. And I got up and I looked at her. I was a bit in tears and I said, I don't want to go to office today. I've been a very positive person all my life. And in corporate, I used to look forward to my Monday mornings. I was very proud about my Monday mornings because my Monday mornings were my recognition to the society, are my recognition to the society. And it was so joyful to be there in that space of getting up on a Monday, going to office, and then running the show. But one day something happened. This was 2015 when my wife woke me up. And I got up and I looked at her. I was a bit in tears and I said, I don't want to go to office today. And she was shocked. She was shocked because she has never seen me this way. And this was because of an impact of a huge change in my career, in my life. And that's what the talk is about. I have worked 35 years in different organizations, and I've worked into 4 mergers and acquisitions throughout my career. So I've always been on the side of the acquirer, but this was the first time something happened. My organization, the one with which I was working on, got acquired. When merger and acquisitions happened, it is seen through a lens of financial viability, product portfolio, synergies. From the people side, everyone looks at who is needed. There are people on retention program. There are people who are kind of seen as talent and they are more focused, and then there's a culture adaptation. I was also on retention program. I also had a job in the new company. But then too, it was not going the same way as I had thought it will go. And what happens in these changes, there are a lot of things that are very personal to you, that changes. Very personal to you, which the world doesn't see. The people outside are not seeing it, but I am experiencing it. So I was working with my previous organization. I was highly influential, highly networked, very, very close to the senior management of the company. I knew everyone in the senior management. The CEO, I could pick up a call and talk to the CEO of the company. So that space I was in, I was usually networked across the geography. My peer group admired me. My team, they loved me as a leader. They always looked forward to me. So I was in that space of a beautiful space where everything was going well. And I knew everyone, so almost everyone. So you create that network. It's coming out of your hard work, and it's coming out of your, all that tough work you do all through those years, 14, 15 years I did that to build it like that. So the way it was that I was living in a beautiful castle. I had built it through my hard work all through the years. That castle was so beautiful. It was full of luxuries. It was full of everything that I could dream of. I was in my dream world. And then one day what happens? The castle is taken away. Just someone lifts the castle from your top, and you are left in a desert. And you are in a space where you get hit by snow, wind, storm, heat, all at the same time. So even though if I had my job, even if though I was on retention, no one saw that what I had created all these years has just vanished. Because in the new organization, I did not know anyone. Everything was new. There were new teams, there were new people, new managers, and everything was like, it was like I have to build it back. And when you have, it was not a small thing that I had built. All that thing that were gone were a result of 15, 16 years. And no, it hit me hard. I thought, how can I come back? And the tears that came during that morning was because of this impact. So I had my job. I was there fine. But I just could not adjust to the new things, or there was nothing. I mean, the networks, the teams, the people, there's nothing from the past you can carry. There were no past references. Everything was gone. So that looked like impossible. And I was feeling alone in that whole space. But I came back. And I came back as a leader. And that's what I want to share today, what happened during that period that helped me come back. The first thing, in these kind of circumstances, when you are alone, you should seek help. This help will be available to you. You have to seek. The way I did it is I hired a coach. The day I cried, in that week, I hired a coach. I knew that I can't do it alone. I need someone where I can go, confide, share my vulnerabilities, share everything I can, and I know that person is not going to tell the world around. So I hired a coach for myself. And that coach worked with me. That was the one most important decision that I took that week of seeking help. And the coach worked with me. And you know what happened? Within weeks of working with my coach, I realized that things were not as bad as I was looking at. It was still possible. No, he explored the possibilities. He explored what were the beautiful things which existed in the new circumstances of the new organization. And this was like an eye-opener to me. Why I was not seeing it. I was so much into my own with the losses and with the past that I was not seeing what was coming in the future. And that was one great help. And then within a few weeks, I was back again on path. I mean, I was not there, but at least my mindset was changing towards the new things. The second thing which I did was I built up my new goals. And the plan to execute it. So what is important is the plan to execute it. Everyone builds it now. I worked with my coach, how to look at future, what are the new things should I be looking at. My goals were very different. Now I have to reset everything in my life. And he helped me think through what I want to achieve, what is that is exciting to me, what is that is purposeful to me. But he also helped me put up a plan. And the execution is the key. Many times what happens, the passivity kills your future. Passivity is something that will not help you move ahead. Okay, and this comes from because everyone makes goals, everyone makes plans. Execution remains the key. So how well you execute it will determine your success in the future. The next thing what I did was building awareness. You can't change if you're not aware. All through your years, your subconscious mind has hardwired a lot of things in that process of 15 years with this new organization. And I am not able to change that. No one can change that, what goes in the subconscious. So how do you face the new things? You just start to build awareness. You can't change anything until unless you are aware of what is the new organization about, what are the new processes, what are the new working styles, what are the new teams, where is the organization going. When you start to gain more and more information, you start to you start to spend your energies in the right direction. So you have your goals, you have your execution plan, you start to know about the organization to reset how this new path will be. Okay, so you start to move ahead, and you have to create that new, because the more you remain in the past of the old things, nothing is going to change. You will one day die in the process. Not aware of your new organization, if you're not aware of your new circumstances, you will hit a dead end. And that's not what you are looking forward to. You are looking forward to your successes, and it will come by your awareness. So that mindfulness, the more mindful you are about the new things, new situations, the success comes from that. And the passivity, if you remain passive, it is not going to move. So the goals, the awareness. But one thing, which is the greatest attitude that you can have, the biggest asset you can have, is your positivity. The negative people are not successful. Negativity and success are mutually exclusive. It cannot happen. It will never happen. The positivity is something that helps you move. So just be positive in the situation. Look at what you are winning, the small wins, and how you're moving ahead. So look at that. Don't be negative. But you're a human being, so you will have your emotions. So how do I take away that emotion? So I'm not saying you should not be whining. Allowed whine, but it should be a very short span. Again, the last asset, the last thing which has again your personality, is humility. No, the past is past. You may have been a big person in your past, but that's all gone, that's all washed away. Now, if we come with that baggage and if we start interacting with that baggage, people will not listen to you. People will see you as arrogant. Build that humbleness. The humility will help you build your network again. The humility also helps you to learn more and more. The humility will also help people to come closer to you, and they will help. So the two personality aspects of positivity and humility will make you go forward. This is my personal experience. This is my very personal story, and I've just shared my experiences with you. Hope these experiences will benefit you in future.